Round two. What's up, y'all? Friday, March 17th. We are back in the shop. And Blake got his motor back. I just want to clarify a few things. There have been some people comment, about the crate motors and stuff, but we just want to let y'all know about the motor and what happened. This motor was a 602 crate straight from GM. Twisted Performance did not open it up and did not touch it prior to us putting it in Blake's car. It had GM bottle cap seals. It was straight from GM out of the crate. What happened is when they tore it down, they found that the oil pump broke off of the block, and the oil pump was actually laying in the oil pan. So they fixed it, and it's blueprinted. So now he should have a good piece, and we're gonna put it back in. So shout out to Twisted. Blake took it Sunday, and picked it up last night, Thursday night. So shout out to them, Brian, Braden, Morgan, everybody at Twisted Performance. But I'm gonna throw the phone up on time lapse, and we're gonna get this thing stuck back in the hole. That way tomorrow Blake can go race at North Alabama Speedway. So y'all hang out with us. What's going on, y'all? It is Saturday, March 18th. As y'all can see, we got Blake's hair still here. We got the engine in it last night. I didn't video. I cut the camera off because out of respect for the guys from Twisted Performance, I cut the camera off because they came in, they reset the valves, they lashed the valves, and they got Blake set up. So the engine's good. Everything run good. We ran it, got it up to temp. Everything should be good, so they said run it. So we got a few things we need to do, a few things that we need to do, and a few things that we want to do today. So Blake's got some stuff he's needed to do today. That's not a problem. We're just gonna help him. Pops, he's been down here, but he had to run up to the house, and he just got back down here. So me and Pops, we're about to get busy doing some stuff. Pops he come down here and built a fire earlier, and it's a little chilly outside, even though it's pretty and sunny today. It's a little chilly, so got the battery charger hooked up. Pops hooked it up earlier, and we still got to put the power steering pump on. Apparently this car, nobody wants to fool with the power steering bracket, so it's always the last thing that gets put on. But anyway, we'll get that thrown on. It's no big deal. And we got a few things on the rear end we're gonna do. Blake's rear brakes have been mushy. He said that the pedal's been kind of mushy, and we realized last week at the racetrack that he doesn't have the shims in the caliper, in the metric caliper. When you run an 810 rotor, you have to run the spacers to take up some of the slack. So when he puts it on rear brake, his pedal gets a little mushy. So we're gonna put the shims in the calipers and try to get some of that out of it. And front bumper situation, the frame horns on this Harris, the holes are getting stripped out. They welded nuts in the frame horns, and it's kind of a bad design, really, because if you ever strip it out, then you got to cut that nut out or make a new bracket or whatever. So But we're going to change up the bumper design on this car, totally different. So the bumper he's got on it is straight. but we're gonna cut it up and narrow it up a little bit and do a different bumper design. And Blake's been wanting to do it for a while, and he don't know we're gonna do it today. He thinks we were just gonna fix it just so he can run tonight, but I'm gonna go ahead and me and Pops are gonna kind of redo the whole bumper situation and do something different. So I'll turn the camera around, show y'all what it is, what it was, and what it's gonna be. So y'all hang out. All right, well, that's the bumper Blake has been running. And, you know, they bolt on the outside like any other open wheel. And just your basic run-of-the-mill bumper. But we're going to change it up. We're going to use this since it's straight. We've got some tubing, but we got that tubing for another big project coming in tomorrow. And we're not sure how much that big project is going to take. So we don't want to use any new tubing just yet on this. And I'll use that bumper and cut it up and design what I want underneath the nose piece. And then once I get that finalized, then I'll know next time I can take new tubing and bend it all up. So we're going to do the under the nose bumper like you see on a lot of cars. A lot of impressive cars are that way. And it will come, there'll be a bar underneath the nose all the way out here to the perimeter. And then there'll be a bar that goes through the nose to the frame horn. And then there'll be braces down to the bar on the bottom. So it'll all be underneath the nose except for the bar outside with the braces. It'll just look cleaner, look a little neater. But she runs, everything's ready to go. We're going to do a little bit of adjustment on the rear suspension. Not big stuff, just some stuff that we think after watching Blake practice last week that'll help it. And we plan to race tonight. So we're going to head to North Alabama Speedway tonight. It should be a good show. It's a pretty day. It's going to be a little chilly tonight. I think the low tonight is 26, but I was looking last night and it didn't get below freezing until 2 a.m. So we should be, it's still going to be cold, but yeah, carry his big coat. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm going to throw it up on time lapse and knock out this bumper real quick. And then once we get that knocked out, then we'll do the brake stuff on the rear end. And we've got a right rear tire we're going to mount up as well. So we'll get all that. It's not a whole lot to do today. The car's pretty much race ready like it was when we practiced. We just had to get that motor situated, and now that it's ready to go, we're good to go. So y'all hang out. All right, y'all. I cut the camera off earlier because it was taking a while to do this, so I didn't want it to be real long. And I know I didn't want a long time lapse where everybody's just listening to music. So there's a bumper. You can see where I welded it right there. We just used that bumper that we took off the car and cut it to what we wanted width-wise, and I spliced it and welded it back together. And we used new 1-inch tubing and made these kick downs here. There's a bar underneath. It was the bottom bar of the bumper. I cut and done the same thing with it like I did here. But it just goes right along the edge of this bumper, and then I welded tabs on it to bolt it all together. So you can take these bolts out, take the bolts out underneath, and take it all apart in 2 pieces. And we're just working on getting it drilled. There's underneath. So we're just working on getting it all drilled. Batteries run down, so we're letting batteries charge up. But that's probably gonna be it for the Harris. Pops worked on the rear calipers, and as you can see, he got the shims put in. He put the shims in both of those calipers, and he was working on breaking down Blake's right rear. There's a beadlock ring.
Yeah.
So we got a little repair job over on the wheel. One of the bolts in the beadlock ring broke off, and y'all can see right there. So I welded a couple of nuts to it, and tried the old weld a nut to it, get some heat in it, and back it out, but that didn't work. So we're probably gonna drill it out, put a bigger bolt in that hole. That's the only way we've really been able to fix them in the past. So, but anyway, we got the battery charging. All the fluids are good. Bumper's finished. We get the holes drilled in it and bolts in it. Blake may throw some paint on it when he gets here. And we're gonna go race tonight. So we'll probably have some, we're gonna try to do some videoing at the racetrack. Hopefully get some footage from the racetrack. So, but that's probably gonna be it for our Saturday morning, midday Saturday project. So it's after lunchtime now. It's about time to eat. It's about 2 o'clock. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Y'all hang out with us. We got a lot more content coming. Until next time.
Appreciate it, y'all. God bless you.
See y'all.